morning, School of the Osage. I'm back with another senior podcast. Today I'm here with Olivia Booyer. Olivia, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Good?
Considering all the storming that's been going on.
True. Left and right, we're getting hit with rain and wind. It's annoying.
We almost got washed out this morning, alone.
Oh my gosh, just this morning.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. But good thing you made it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to get this done.
Yeah.
After weeks of pushing it off. But we got this. We got it in the bag. We're good.
Yes.
So Olivia, what things are you involved in here at School of the Osage?
Here at School of the Osage, I'm involved in Fusion Club, which is the Gay Straight Alliance here at school.
Mm-hmm.
It provides a safe space to LGBTQ plus kids.
Right.
And it allows allies to come and hang out with us and everything. And we do fun activities. I'm actually in the middle of planning out our Pride Prom, which is going to be the first one here that we've ever done. And it's kind of a smaller group so that those kids can dress up in the way that they feel more comfortable without having to be pressured into other things.
Mm-hmm.
And they can be in a smaller, safer feeling group, which is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the next couple of years, instead of me doing it, the people in the future can make it bigger so that more people can participate.
Right. That's so cool. How long have you been involved in that club?
I have been involved since freshman year. Actually.
Nice.
I've been the organizer for 2 years. I did a different job last year, which was kind of like secretary-treasurer, but it was neither of those jobs because there was a smaller group last year. And this year, I'm actually the president of the club.
Look at you.
Very fun.
That's awesome. What kind of responsibilities do you partake in being president?
I help plan out events and ideas to do. Like we have boba tea parties once a year. We do potlucks once a year. We also do tie-dye, or we watch a movie. Like we do a bunch of different activities. And part of my job is to figure out which ones to help do. And this year, my main one was figuring out how to plan and carry out Pride Prom, which has been my main job so far.
Yeah, I bet that's got to be stressful for the first year you're doing that.
Kind of, but I've had organizing jobs before. Like I said, in the club, I've done 2 years as the organizer job itself, and then I did one kind of last year. But I've also been involved in Lake Area Youth Robotics before for
Nice.
about a year. It was where it was being handed off between two people, so it wasn't as planned out. But the job that I took for the middle school team was to be the organizer. I made merchandise. I had to catalog all the parts and stuff that we needed. I had to do scheduling, things like that. Really good at it.
Yeah.
I think other than those two, I've mainly been involved in Civil Air Patrol.
Oh, wow.
Which isn't like part of the high school stuff, but it's still a really amazing program.
Yeah, that is really cool. That's awesome. And so being involved in all those things in and out of high school, like outside of school, how has those things like affected your life and like scheduling or personally?
It's led me to have a more organized, like personal schedule, which takes a lot off of the stress and emotional baggage that comes with school and everything.
Right.
Because every day I have a lot of time for myself. I get everything done the beginning of the week. Everything. I have 8 things to do on my to-do list for assignments each week, and I get it all done as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And I don't have to deal with it.
Right.
And I don't have all these extra pressures or anything to deal with. Like, I don't have a job, but even if I did have one, it still wouldn't be that bad or that stressful or anything because I have so much time for me to be able to do that and still be able to do stuff that I want by myself.
Yeah. That is so cool.
For Fusion, we meet once a month. And for Civil Air Patrol, I meet at the area we host the meetings and programs and stuff at about once a week, each Monday. And that program, honestly, is my favorite out of the two.
That's awesome.
I've been involved in Civil Air Patrol for about 4 or 5 years. And it's helped me a lot, especially through COVID and everything. It's not a club but it was a group that I could get involved in deeply with people who were more interested in things like me, and with people who were also not, who are interested enough in the program that it was easy to click with everybody. It's easy to become friends with everybody in my Civil Air Patrol squadron because they're more like a family that carries out Civil Air Patrol missions and things. So it's really fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And Civil Air Patrol, do you want to like explain more about like what it is you do in there?
Civil Air Patrol is a volunteer auxiliary of the Air Force.
Okay, got it.
It's a program that was made in 1945 that allowed people who could not be in the Air Force to go piloting. It allowed civilians and people who couldn't be military pilots to still help out in a military-like way. It's a volunteer organization.
Right.
And one of the things is I'm a cadet. So
wow,
kids from between 12 to 21 can be a cadet, but if you turn 18, you can also apply to be a senior member, which are the adults that get into it. They have 2 different jobs and everything, but being a cat cadet is very fun because you do volunteer service, emergency services, you do a lot of physical training, but it's not like rigorous. It's actually kind of fun, and my squadron personally does physical training once a month on the Mondays, and our CAP core values are volunteer service, excellence in all we do, respect, and integrity. So we are held to those core values every day. Every day. It's amazing. It provides so many different opportunities for different things. I went to a college last summer in Tennessee to attend engineering and science classes, and it was amazing because not only did I get an engineering class where somebody talked about just building something crazy, it was classes about 4 or 5 cadets each who went, and an instructor spoke to us about their jobs there at the college or what project they're working at. It wasn't just teachers, it was also students working on their own projects.
Oh.
We got to talk to a student who had his own classroom area because he was developing a way to monitor the moisture in soil by small little sensors that you put in the ground.
Wow.
And he got to talk about it, and he showed us exactly what he was doing. So he had these boxes filled with the dirt and everything of different temperatures and moistures and everything. And he would show us exactly how his sensors and everything would work.
Oh.
And it was amazing because he spoke so passionately about his project and everything. And it's just another view of there's so many inventors in the world wanting to do things that improve our lifestyles, the environment, and everything. And CAP can help give you the opportunity to go and talk to people, to get involved in other programs or groups or anything. We have encampment every summer and every winter, which is kind of like a miniature boot camp. But it's really fun. It gives you kind of a glimpse into military life a bit more. But I think my favorite part would have to be O-flights, where we get to have backseat rides or front seat rides with pilots.
That's so cool.
In Cessna planes, and it's amazing.
Wow, that is so cool. That's so cool you're involved in that, and you've been involved in it for a while too.
Yeah, 4 to 5 years.
Wow, that is awesome. And so being involved in all that and, taking up those leadership qualities in Fusion and in CAP, how do you plan on taking those leadership qualities to after high school when you graduate?
When I graduate, I plan to take those into college so that I can probably establish a new club or depending on what are available. But I also want to get involved in those clubs the same way I've been involved in clubs and things here. I believe that using the leadership qualities that I have, I can help other people develop theirs.
Right.
And that's probably the only reason what I do with it, honestly.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't like being in a leadership position unless it's to help other people get to that position.
Got it. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Otherwise, it's just like that pressure.
Yeah.
But you seem to be doing it amazingly and flawlessly, which is awesome because you got a great team around you too.
Oh, yes, definitely.
That's so cool. Where do you plan on attending college?
I plan on going to Westminster, but I was also offered a lot of scholarships to St. Louis University.
Oh.
So I have my sights set on those two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Fingers crossed. I don't doubt it. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Olivia, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, I'll talk to you next time.
All right.
Awesome. That was perfect.